Hey out there, welcome to Hurricane, West Virginia, home of the Meeks Mountain Trails and the Hurricane 100K Trail Run and Relay coming to you on September 9th, 2023. On behalf of our Meeks Mountain Trail Alliance events team, Ashley, Brandon, Hager, Stuart, Robert, and Vanessa, my name's Matt Young, and we are here today to bring to you another edition of the Runner Profile Series as we get ready for the 100K with our friend, the stud young runner, Dan Green. I'm going to introduce you to Dan in just a minute and excited to do that. But if you haven't heard, we have a $10,000 prize purse on the line this year at the 100K. $2,000 to our top lady and top man, $1,000 for our second place, and $500 for third. Plus, in our relay categories, we have $1,000 each for the all ladies team, the all men's team, and the co-ed. All of that is brought to you by the City of Hurricane. And Mayor Scott Edwards is our title sponsor, and then also the Dumont Tri-County YMCA, which is our presenting sponsor, and a whole host of local businesses that love our trails and are committed to our community. So thankful for them. So today we have Dan Green. Excited to have Dan. We tried to do this interview last year. It didn't work out, but now we have got this lined up. Even more stuff to talk about, and it's going to be exciting. Dan is originally from Pennsylvania. Came to West Virginia by Marshall University, where he also lives now, works for Robert's Running and Walking Shop, all kinds of good stuff in his running career. Most notably, he is a Yamacraw 50K winner in 2022. He is the runner-up of the Rim to River 100 in 2021 and the champion in 2022 with a course record of 15 hours and 34 minutes. For those of you at home doing the math, that's a little over a 9-minute mile for 100 miles. That's in and out of the New River Gorge, rocky, gnarly terrain. He can lay it down. Also, he has won the 50-miler, Dark Horse 50-miler in 7:24, and just came back from the Black Canyon 100K where he ran an 8-hour and 34-minute 100K. We're going to talk about that. So, Dan, welcome, man.
Sir. Welcome.
How
Thanks.
are you?
I'm great. Glad to be here.
Awesome.
I feel like I need to be a little more excited to match your energy here.
You're going to be. We're going to be. So we're gonna loosen this thing up a little bit. We've got this is all about having fun, letting everybody get to know the Dan Green. It is a Dan Green kind of day here on the Meeks Mountain Trails. We're right here on the course, right? So actually, this is right where we're going to have the aid station, where our runner's going to hit about 2 3/4 miles in and about mile 7. Atom bomb in our background coming off of Super Sizemore. We're going to get you started, get you fired up, all right?
I like it.
I've got some would you rathers for you.
All right.
In our house, my son Charlie loves would you rathers, and I thought that'd be a great way. Are you ready?
Hit me.
I got a whole list of them, okay? So, late in the 100-mile race, 30 miles to go, would you rather have blisters on your feet or chafing between your thighs?
Blisters on my feet, 100%.
Easily.
Chafe, yeah, that's a no-brainer.
I deal with blisters all the time. Chafing,
Yeah,
let me tell you.
blisters are fine. Chafing, never good.
Pro tip, never start a race with a hole in your shorts. Worst chafing I ever had.
That's bad.
It'll blow them out.
Yes,
all right?
it will.
Good. Blisters on the feet. Okay. Would you rather be forced to sing along to every song you hear or dance to every song you hear? Are you a singer or a dancer?
Probably sing along.
Sing along?
Sing along.
You don't have moves?
I got both, but sing along is easier.
Yeah.
Sing along is easier. Sometimes you're real sore, you can't dance very good.
Yeah, I got you. All right. It's dancing for me.
Yeah.
I can't sing,
Really?
but I've got moves for sure. So, would you rather be chronically overdressed for a run or chronically underdressed for a run?
Underdressed.
Underdressed, for sure. We have a friend, I'm not mentioning names, Aaron Blake, loves to overdress. There's not a condition he can't overdress for, so. All right, single guy, right? Doing a lot of stuff on your own? Single guy, I mean not married yet, right?
No, I have a girlfriend, but yeah, I'm not married.
Well, I'm not putting you out on the market or anything.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
that's good.
So, would you rather have a personal chef or a personal maid at your house?
I can cook.
Nice.
Really good.
Yeah. Nobody likes to clean. Nobody likes to clean.
Yeah.
Right? So, all right. So, you've got a 100-miler coming up. Robert Smith, your mentor and your boss, is your pacer.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
I'm trying to keep going, but yeah.
Would you rather vomit on Robert or have him vomit on you?
We're in the race. Probably, I don't know. Probably I'd vomit on Rob, to be honest. Hopefully I'm not vomiting, but, hey.
But it happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him to vomit on me.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of gross if I was already all sweaty and greasy. So
yeah, it is your race.
I'd be extra greased then.
So a pacer does anything they can for the runner.
That's
so
true.
They would let you vomit. He would let you vomit on him, I think.
I mean, I don't know where there'd be an instance where you would have to let me do that. It'd have to have been an accident, I think.
That's what Would You Rathers are about.
That's true. That's true.
Speaking of, okay, would you rather wear the same socks for a month or the same underwear for a week?
Same underwear for a week.
Yeah, easily.
I don't run in underwear. they're relatively clean, right?
Right, relatively
I mean,
clean.
unless you work super hard or get all sweaty at work, something like that. But
I tried these out on my daughter and her friend last night, and they said for sure socks, but I'm underwear
way.
too, any day.
My socks, they'd be running in those. It'd be
Terrible.
disgusting.
Yeah.
They'd be gross.
Right.
They would
Gotcha.
hold their own shape.
All right, so would you rather never eat watermelon again or eat it with every meal for the rest of your life?
Eat it with every meal.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
I go to a camp every year where we have a watermelon night, and you typically try to eat as much. I'll not eat a lot during the day or drink water to eat as much watermelon as I can.
Awesome.
In one sitting, which is horrible at night because you pee a lot from that. You know it going in after years and years of doing it, but it is what it is.
Dude, that's watermelon's one of those things on an aid station table. When I see it, no matter where and when, I eat it.
I had some in Black Canyon, one slice.
Yeah. Watermelon's good stuff. All right. Would you rather have BO that everyone smells or smell everyone else's BO all the time?
That's a tough one. If I didn't smell my own BO that everyone else smells, not me. I mean, it's my BO.
Yeah.
But everyone smells it if I can't smell it.
Yeah. So you would take
smelling
you
everyone
smell like BO?
Smelling everyone would suck. It'd be a horrible life.
Well, according again to my daughter's friend, she sits beside a guy in one of her classes that has constant BO, and for her, you get used to it. So
No, you don't. You have to master personal hygiene. He'll get there though.
Yeah.
They always do.
It's in high school.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So, all right. So you're a very important guy. You've been assigned a bodyguard by the Secret Service,
Okay.
but it's from the animal kingdom. Would you rather have a gorilla or a lion as your personal
Gorilla.
bodyguard? Gorilla.
Gorillas. I mean, look at them.
Yeah.
They can rip the arm off of anything, right?
Man.
Arm, leg, head. Yeah, gorillas much more mobile too. Not as scary for yourself.
Yeah.
They might befriend you. Cats don't do that. They're always against you.
That's right.
But gorilla, that could be your friend.
Then I'm with you. And you know what? The other thing is, like Secret Service, like they're supposed to wear suits. You could put a suit on a gorilla.
Be an oddly sized suit.
Not as much as a lion,
That's true.
right?
That's true. You just get a blanket or something for the line.
Yeah.
Not weird. But
All right, man. Good job, Would You Rather. It's just one last question, okay?
Uh-huh.
So one last question, and that is, you're walking down a city sidewalk. The underneath you, is it concrete or is it cement? Or is it cement?
concrete.
Concrete. Boom.
Concrete.
That's real world knowledge right there. All right,
Concrete.
that's for my friend Nate. He's got to make sure we know all these questions. So,
Oh.
all right?
Yeah.
You ready to get into it?
Yeah.
You loose?
I'm good. I'm ready. I think so. We'll see.
So, dude, you just came back from this Black Canyon 100K. So, just tell us, first of all, why Black Canyon, your second year in a row, why do you go run that race?
So, first year I did it, right after Rim to River, did way better than because going into Rim to River the first time I ran it alone against Caleb, that was way better because the time previous was like 18:30 was like the time we thought was really good, like 18 hours. I was like, so in my head I'm thinking, if we run 17 hours, 16 hours, like that's gonna be a good day for us. We run way under 16 hours, which was shocking.
Yeah.
Because it didn't seem like it was that. You finished and you're like, it was tough, but it wasn't that hard. What you expect that to feel like, and especially watching someone else that you run with a lot or had ran with a lot suffer so badly to run 18:30.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're like, that's not going to happen this next year, but it did. And so someone suggested that I run a bigger race. So Black Canyon was that race, which I was hesitant because it's really close. Not really close to Rim to River, but relatively close if you're training up to make them like big, both A race type situations. And so ran that race, really loved it. Didn't really realize the competition level that was out there. I mean, I knew everyone was going to be good, but I didn't know it was upheld so highly in like the running community. And so ran it the first year, did really well. I love running it. I love the desert for some reason. I don't live anywhere near desert, but I love the summertime. I love running in the heat. Acclimating isn't an issue for me. It is for a lot of people, so that kind of weeds them out too, because they start dropping at the end or slowing down.
Acclimated to the heat specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a trouble for a lot of people, and so that's good for me. And then ran it, loved it. My brother came out and crewed me. Him and his girlfriend the first year. It was kind of like a little time for us to hang out, and then I was like, well, I would love to do that again. I think I could. There's left a lot of time out there, so I signed up for it again. Felt in shape still and fitter this New Year's. So went out there again and PR'd my time, and it was fun. Yeah, the competition, I guess, and the terrain is what draws me out there. It's good, but it's a good mix of both.
So Black Canyon's in Arizona, right?
Yes.
And one of the things, it is a golden ticket race too.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you at home, the golden ticket race is Western States is our Super Bowl. It's a granddaddy of them all, 100 milers. So the top two finishers get a golden ticket, a free entry, or an entry into Western States. It's not free, right? So, but guaranteed entry. Was that part of your thinking that you may want to go run Western States?
Probably. I would love to run Western States. I think I will run Western States in the next couple of years, but I think that wasn't on the forefront of my mind. I think just running well and, running a race you get some credit at.
Yeah.
You put a lot of time into training for these things and you run them, and it's like, if it's not a big race, it doesn't really matter kind of thing. It matters, but it doesn't get any credit depending on what you're trying to do. Maybe for the normal person running it, it's not a big deal, but if that's what you commit most of your life to, it's like you want to go to a race that has some like PR.
Real, yeah, absolutely.
So that's good.
So one of the things for that, when you talk about the competition, is being a golden ticket race, it draws the best of the best coming to run that race and trying to get that golden ticket into Western States. And you were 10th last year, which is a fantastic overall performance, and you were 12th this year. But that's against the best runners in the country.
Yeah, this last year 10th was kind of unscripted. Didn't think I was going to get 10th. Like I said, picked off a lot of people at the end. This year got 12th, which is worse, but the competition field was way better. So the top four guys, I think, like broke the course record or something. They all ran sub 8 hours, like 7:30, 7:32 was like the winner. Which is kind of crazy to think they ran that out there. So I'm like, yeah, I got a lot of work to do. But yeah, the field was really good because I ran 13 minutes faster than last year and got 12th, which sucks, but also it's good because people are saying that race could be one of the most competitive trail races in the country this year. So other than Western States, so glad I was there.
Listen, they're down in that 7:30 range for 100K. That is just a little over 17 or a 7-minute mile for the 100K.
Yeah.
And that is smoking fast on trail.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's awesome. So last year at the 100K, when we were getting ready for it, I mean, first of all, it's kind of funny, some of the questions. When you don't really understand, like, ultras, people would say, we'd say, we're putting on 100K, and they say, well, how many days does it take people to do that?
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys are going to run it in like a work day, around 8 hours. And which is, very fast. But for a lot of people, they just don't really grasp how far that is, how fast you run it. Mm-hmm. And I would tell them, I said, look, we have talent here, and you're in that group for sure. You and Alex and Caleb and Holly Ann that can go anywhere in this country and run with the top talent. And that's why we're so excited to have you coming back to the 100K here too.
I'm glad to come back. It's so close. Like I said, you'd be dumb not to come out here, even just to run it for fun or to be out here and talk to people and see everyone. We're obviously going to run probably hard, so that's good, but yeah.
So let's talk about Rim to River. Let's talk about Rim to River this year. Like you said, that first year, which was pretty amazing, Caleb running at 18:30, and then you guys knocking almost 2.5 hours off, over 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours off of that. And then you coming back. Talk about, both of those years, the first year was your first 100-miler, right?
Yep.
And then coming back this year and just how that worked and what your experience was.
Yeah, coming back was fun because, coming back this past year and running it, there was a lot of other people that were going to be there that had the potential to maybe be in the front with me. Early on, I found out that wasn't necessarily the case. No offense to anybody, but there was just not a lot of people running in the front. Caleb and I ran together for like the first half whenever him and I ran it. And so that's always fun. For 100, you don't normally always have that. But yeah, coming back, it was fun. I didn't really think to try to break his course record. I just wanted to win. I knew we'd still be under 16 hours, but I just wanted to win. And it was still a really close race if you consider just the record. I mean, it was only by like 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes or something.
Right.
And I didn't really know that until like the last aid station. So we had like 9.5 miles to go, and my girlfriend starts pacing me there, and she runs trails once a year to pace me. She runs trails
I've got one of those.
once a year. She paces me at rim to river. It's the last section. It's in the dark. She doesn't run trails. So every time she runs, it's at night on the trail she never runs at. We don't live near Fayetteville.
That stuff is rocky, and that time of year they're covered with new leaves too.
Yeah,
so.
The leaves were good for me, I think, but yeah, because I wasn't thinking about where I was stepping as much.
Yeah.
I barely had any issue with the leaves. The leaves, I was happy that there were leaves.
Yeah.
Because you just run, you can't see anything, so there's no use trying to adjust how you're stepping.
Right. Well, so this year too, though, it's kind of interesting because, if you talk to Bryant, that there were more DNFs this year than the other prior 2 years, and because it got so hot. So it was up to almost 80 degrees that day. But you liked the heat as compared to the first year you ran. It was nice and cool, which for a long race, it typically is ideal. But this set up pretty well for you.
Yeah, it was perfect for me. The first year I ran it with Bowen, that was perfect. That was kind of good weather too. It wasn't as cold as the first year that they ran the race. That was really cold. Second time they ran the race, kind of chilly. I just wore a long sleeve the whole day. But yeah, this last year was nice for me. I didn't think it was that hot really, but I probably drank like 2 gallons of water though.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that.
I bet you
Which
more.
it could have been more than that. Plus I started eating salt pills. If you've never eaten salt pills and you're running for a long period of time, they were a game changer. But yeah, the heat was good for me. I didn't know that many people dropped out though.
There was a lot, and it was hot. So I ran it too. So by the way, we passed
saw you
each
out
other
there.
on the course.
Yeah.
You were climbing up out of Fayette Station.
That was a highlight for me.
Yeah, right. Well, so
It was. You were looking good. You were smiling. You were having a good time.
So let's do the math on this. I was trying to get to the aid station to mile 42, and you were coming up out of at 57, 58. So you were 15 miles ahead of me at that point. And I didn't finish terrible, but there's a difference in 10 hours in 30 places right there too.
Yeah.
But that day, you may not have thought it was hot, but I was hot right from the very start. So it was a tough and miserable day, but it was fun because you were the Alex fancy miner. You guys climbing up, and I was just kind of
pacer,
waiting.
my halfway pacer.
Dude, I got to see him soon, and sure enough, there you were.
It was
a
great.
Fun day.
It was.
Dude, 15:34 is a fantastically fast race, and happy to see you do it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So let's talk about the 100K. So the Hurricane 100K last year. Now I'm going to tell you kind of a funny story as part of it. Man, the good thing is we were out here on a Sunday afternoon, beautiful February Sunday afternoon, and there are people all over the place on our trail. So if you haven't come out and see them, enjoy them. But afterwards, when I interviewed Alex, I was cracking up because we were talking a little bit about you. I don't know if you watched that interview, but I said, Dan was coming through, and he was saying, "It's not a Dan Green kind of day. It's not a Dan Green day." And dude, when people refer to themselves in the third person, it absolutely cracks me up.
Not good. It's
well,
not good.
look, it's either one of two things. Either they're having fun with it like you are, or they're so completely, unself-aware that no matter what, it makes me laugh. So I said to Alex, does he do that all the time? He said, all the time. And it's, just goofy that way. But it was not a Dan Green kind of day at the Hurricane 100K.
No.
So, everything was set up pretty well for what you guys were cruising, but just tell us a little bit about that day for you.
Yeah, that was a rough day for me. I definitely thought no matter how I felt going into it, I would finish the race and I wouldn't have any issues because I was like, it's not that far and it's close to the house, so that was good. But yeah, I was sick leading up to it a little bit. I think I was kind of overtraining because I was just going to train through the race slightly. So I think between being tired and kind of sick and everything, I was not running very well. I'm not a great trail runner to begin with, but it's made more evident when you're sick and tired. So I was falling a lot. Every climb felt horrible. I was falling hard a lot, and I was like, well, you know, I could probably like walk through this thing. I don't want to walk the last 20 miles because that would just take so long, and it's not. Yeah, I hate not finishing a race, but I was like, I'm not gonna walk. I'm not gonna run because I'm probably gonna hurt myself seriously. So I was like, probably just gonna have to call it because it's not safe for me to be out there, which kind of sucks. My first like actual DNF, so.
Yeah, it happens.
It does.
It happens. You know, the good thing is that when you have them and it's because of an issue is one thing. If you just like mentally quit, let me tell you from experience, it's a terrible feeling. You only do that once.
Yeah.
So, but you hung through for 40 miles and you were running with the two, you know, first and second place. Man, you guys were hauling and you were on it. Even though you didn't feel good, you were performing.
I was trying. I was like, you know, maybe I'll just come out of it.
Yeah.
And it just got worse. Believe it or not, the further you run, the worse you feel if you feel bad in the beginning.
Oh, dude, no doubt. No doubt. Well, and to your credit, too, that, you know, kind of as we got into it that day, your mom and dad were there.
Yep.
And they said, Dan's been sick. And when I'd asked you, I talked to you the day before, talked to you that morning. I mean, no excuses. It's just like,
no, you got to try to make yourself as positive as possible with these things. Even when you feel good, it's good to be over positive, which is what I kind of try to do. Throughout a race. But yeah, like I think the Monday or the Tuesday before the race, I only ran a mile. I couldn't run any. I ran to the half mile down to the end of my street where it intersects and you have to turn left or right. And I was like, I can't run any further. It's definitely not worth it. I just turned around and went back to my house. I was like, that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
But
well, you have those days, you know, you called it after 40 miles, and it was crazy because you went out for that fifth of the 6 loops, and then look
cut
up
back
and
through the woods.
and here you are coming down the service road.
Yeah, I was not on trail.
And so somebody said to me later, did you try to talk him out of it? Because there's a handful of people, man, they like came in, they're ready to go, and we got him back out there, and it happens. And I said, I didn't really have a chance. He came in off the course, he was off course, the only chance is to send him back out, but, you know, you can tell it just wasn't a Dan Green kind of day.
It was
and that's
not.
okay.
Yep.
That's all right.
Yep.
Still a fun day.
Yep.
You know, your friend Alex came out and won.
He ran really well. He's fast, so it was good. It was good to see. I was happy for him because that was his first 100K, so couldn't have gone any better, I don't think.
You got to hang out and see the finish of that?
I did. I got
have a great time with
it. Got to watch and see, and went to see Tyler Childers after that.
Nice.
Which was dumb because my legs hurt, but it was a fun concert.
That's all right. That's good. So you're coming back. You already signed up this year. You got some great competition lined up for it. But you've got, I looked on your run sign up, man. You got some other big stuff this year. So you're going out to the Javelina Jundra too, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going out to Javelina. That was kind of not a last minute thing. It's something I always want to do, but you know, to go back to do another big trip, like a Black Canyon level trip, it takes a lot of time and money and like planning.
Yeah.
So to go back out there again was kind of like not always something I thought I would do, but then I was able to do it. So thanks, Run and Run, the boys. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. I think that's my best chance to do well.
Yeah.
At something.
That is known as a ridiculously fast course. Some good times that are laid down there too, right?
It is. It's a trail. It's technically a trail race, so it's 100, but it's pretty easy. But it's not like a Sino Canal type race. It's not a gravel path. It is a trail, but it's really buffed out, and it's 600 feet a gain a loop.
Yeah. The
first one's 22 miles, and the other ones are 19 and a half or something. So it's not a lot of gain, and it's really good course. People run road shoes on it, so it is fast. It's really fast.
That sets up well for you, man.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Hoping for good things.
Yeah.
You know, no pressure, but that's what you guys live for.
I'm taking the pressure.
I know you are.
I'm gonna do good at that race. I
can
feel it. So.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. I'm so excited to have you here. Thanks for coming out and doing this interview with us. And for all of you at home cheering on Dan Green, the event's coming on, man. We've got some great competition coming up for this Hurricane 100K. That's September 9th. We have some more promos coming out, some more runner profile series, so be sure to watch that and come out and cheer it on. You know, you come out and run the solo. You can run a relay with a 3-person 20 miles for each of those 3. But on behalf of our Meeks Mountain Trail Alliance events team of Ashley, Brandon, Hager, Stewarts, Robert, and Vanessa, my name is Matt Young, and we'll see you out there.